Why, hello everyone, and welcome back to our little woodland survival. Now, guys, we are going to, hopefully, unless I get distracted, start on a new project. On top of all the ones that we have unfinished, we need another one. So first, let me go ahead and empty my inventory, which I probably should have done before this video, but now you guys can see behind the scenes that I show you every time. Um, no, doing all right, doing all right. So today will be like kind of the start of the project. I don't know how far we'll get. This will be like a continuous project. So it's not just one thing said and done. I really don't need my mace for this, so I don't know why I have it. I don't know why I'm jumping around on putting things away. My PB brain is not working. Um, all right, we got that. Let's put that away. Let's get some end rods out. We'll do that, and now we can put the mace away. I also need to get the bow that we need. Okay, so finally, this one area that we have not touched at all, I think it's about time we actually start on our house side of things. Okay, well, the first thing I'm going to do with my house is apparently destroy the lighting. So let's go ahead and fix that. We spend all the time on the villagers. It's time to take some time for ourselves. How in the world do I want to do this? Okay, so I do want it to be in a little bit. Just so we can have it. So the kind of generalized theme that I had going on here is I wanted each area to be its own kind of reflection of uh, the design that it has. For example, this one isn't my favorite with the andesite and the like stone combo. Not my favorite. So at some point I might switch it around. However, I don't want it to be the same as what we did for like the villager area because for everything over here we did the spruce and the wood, and I really like it. I really enjoy it. I really enjoy the cherry blossom leaves. um so after we get at least one room done on our house, we are going to go all the way down here, and we're going to make like kind of a staircase going down. Each area is going to have its own little section of I don't know what yet, but we'll figure it out. I have some ideas there. Um, I just wanted to kind of get a head start on the house before we make a senseless staircase down. Um, okay, so if that's going to be that wall, then I think that is what we need. Um, so now, what we're actually going to end up doing here, I actually don't know how this is going to work out. Because I'm wanting this to be, since it's my house, more of a modern take on things. So it's going to be like a lot of concrete, a lot of maybe quartz. I don't want to go overboard on the quartz. Um, let's just go ahead and start out with 4 and 4. Um, I don't even know if I need it yet, but I will get like a box ready and set it down. White dye? Sure. We have a ton of bone meal that we can make, so I don't have an issue with that. Let me place down my ender chest. I'm so glad I had this idea. So let's put away all of our goody goods for our, yeah, everything. Cool. Now, how big do we want the initial room? Because it doesn't need to have these pillars in it, so we'll be good there. Okay. So if that's going to be a wall, so let me go here. Boom. I'm trying to think. There's an exact size that I'm wanting to go for. So that's 3 and 3. Then we have 3. So that would be 9 total. I really hope at some point we can get this like completely kind of finished out, not just the 4 corners. Let's go. Yeah, let's start with 9 by 9. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Doopy doopy doo. Okay, I had to make sure I started a video because there was a high probability that I did not. So, glad I did. I don't know what all I want to have for my house area. Um, I've like generalized ideas, but I'm not entirely sure everything. I did not mean to do that, really. Okay, good. I thought I went one too high. Actually, now that I think about it, I probably should set up my beacon. I completely forgot that was a thing. So I need my gold. Give me my gold. Honestly, I probably need to kill the wither a couple more times. Nope, we already started our project. We're not backing down. Oh no, wow, wow. Back down. It's a good song. Or halfway decent. Not my cup of tea whenever it comes to music, but it was made for a good purpose. So, yeah. 62, 733. I'll set it up right here. I don't know how much gold it always takes. It's always a ridiculous amount. In which case, we probably do need to go mining again. I forgot I needed a sacrifice. Sacrifice? Haste 2. All right, now that we got to mine faster, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, that's it. No one likes you. Brother, I don't know what your problem is, but you need to get out of here. Okay, I feel like... Huh? Where did he just take damage from? What if I take out the corners here? This room is very small, so I do need to extend it quite a bit. Actually... No. That was 1, 2. Yeah, let's do 3 more each side. Oh, wow, that's helpful. Actually, you know what? The more I think about it, that is pretty helpful. Two, 3, 4. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. There we go. Then we can kind of fill this back in. I am very glad that we can find the coal and everything in here. I feel like coal is one of the most used resources. Because if I ever have too much, it can go to the villagers. In which case, I don't have enough. Okay, I do think this is going to be good for the kind of starter area. I do think I want to keep the floor deep slate, at least for now. Maybe add some design into it later. So I'm going to go ahead and tear up this floor here. And we are going to put down some deep slate. I guess you could consider like this entire thing or complex is my house. However, I wanted a place to like kind of call my home. Instead of, finishing the entire mansion that I built and decorating the interior, I wanted to have a place downstairs. This place has been really fun to kind of build onto and continuously expand underground. Whenever I first started this world, I didn't think I was going to make it past like 100 days. Like, I was so close to deleting it. Like, I was so unhappy with how things were turning out. But look at us now. We're, at least I think we're doing pretty good. Getting burnt out is something really, really difficult to overcome. I'm not really burnt out yet. However, like the way my time has been kind of lining up with everything, um, I do find it very hard to like start a new project. Like I have ideas for projects, but I find it hard to start one because I don't want to be in the middle of something just to go to bed or like, only have an hour into it. But I mean, tonight I can only get the one video in. But I think we should be able to continue upcoming here soon. And hopefully we'll be able to not only expand this one, but maybe actually decorate the mansion, maybe go after another wither, or go in search for the skulls for the wither. Yeah, okay. So I do have some things planned, and we also need the tunnel kind of area at the end here. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and take the stone that we got now and go and trade it away. I'll put this stuff in here. Notice I a lot, so apologies, but I do want to go ahead and decorate that room before we continue too far along. Because I think I have some ideas. I don't know where I'm running to. Give me all this. That's what I'm doing. Time to heal up some of our tools, and then we'll also try to get level 30 again. So then we can do whatever we need to do then. Whether it be another shovel with fortune, whether it be, um, dude, go to bed. Go bed. Bed, go. Uh, Whether we need to get fortune or whether it's, something else. Another bow. Everything else just goes straight to my XP bar. There we go. Everyone is back on track to what they need to be and what they need to be doing. Sometimes I feel like the villagers are more dumb. Sometimes they're actually really kind of... No, they're never really, like, smart. But do we have any gray? That's another color that I need. Not very much. All right. I kind of do want to get the gray out of the way. I don't know how much of that I need. Gray concrete powder and white. I will keep it powder. At some point, I will turn it into normal. So don't you guys dare worry about that. Okay. So I also want over, I think, let's do this wall right here. Okay, so if we do that and that, and then we make all this our white concrete powder. So this will be like a little like living room type thing. So this will be like a bookshelf in there. Actually, let me go grab some books so I don't forget that that is what that is. That should be plenty. Probably don't need my axe. And I'm gonna misplace a bookshelf, and then I'm gonna have to mine it. I'm calling it now. I didn't. There we go. And then in here. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm not solidified yet. What about that? How does that look? No. Let me get some water, because I feel like that's something we are missing right now. Run, please. Thank you. I can always tell whenever I have an idea. I'm actually running to do it, rather than, well, I don't know. Why wouldn't there be a creeper just right outside my door? Dummy. Okay, that is what I was hoping that it would look like. Cool. Okay, so how do I want to do this in here? I think I'll be okay with turning that into wood. No, no, not that. Let me get, yes, that. Okay, I think that as a transition is not the worst. Not my favorite thing yet, but it's not the worst. Okay. See, and for like modern houses, there isn't really like archways or anything. We can try to figure something out to kind of add depth and character to this room. Um, but I think that's not my main priority at the moment. Um, I feel like most modern houses are kind of cut and bland, kind of the way they are. Uh, some of them do look cool, but they're not like the same intricate design as back in the day. And I am going for that more modern appeal. So very uh, edgy. I don't know a better term at the moment for that. Um, Squared, that might be it. Um, so that's kind of the idea that I'm going with. And all that's going to be replaced along with, yeah. At some point, I do think I want to put in a fish tank. I think that would be kind of cool. Um, okay. Do I have any concrete? I don't think so. But I also don't want to make a bunch if I don't need a bunch. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Oh, I didn't see any. I did just do some passing glances, but that's not what I wanted. I wanted to eat food. All right. Mm-hmm. There we go. And eventually, I think there will be like a doorway, probably over on this side. Um, I think this side, I do want to get some black. I do want to kind of get a centralized TV going here, I think. Kind of like a design in one of my other worlds, but again, kind of modified. Sometimes it's good to take inspiration from your previous builds and everything. Um, uh, yeah. I think that looks pretty doggone good. Then we'll put like a couch. I don't know why I forgot that. Couch there. Um, over here, we might put in another. Um, so if I do that there, have a fear that I'm going to run out of deep slate too, so maybe I do need to go on a mining trip sooner than I anticipated. That maybe I do another bookshelf over here. That does create quite the conundrum. Okay, maybe not directly here, so let me put this back. Maybe I do it right here. What do we think? Is this going to be too much? And there is my one placement of the... Oh no, I broke it too fast. Boop. I think that probably does need to be more over here. So let me actually break all this. Ah, poop. Your boy cannot place blocks for the life of him. Or organize my inventory. Apparently. Something like that. Okay. I think I'm okay with that, honestly. Yeah, then we can put something in this corner. Yeah, I kind of like that. I don't know what we want to do for the roof. Um, that is very dark in here. Okay, I kind of like that. We do need some in the roof, which will probably be more than likely glowstone. What do we want to do for our roof, though? Don't want to go overkill on the... yes. Don't want to go overkill on the concrete. However, I feel like that might be the best option here. Let's go see what else we got. Copper. We could do copper. We do have a ton of copper. I don't think that really works very well there. Diamonds. Emeralds. We could do emeralds. Actually quite a bit. Blackstone. I feel like that doesn't fit the vibe. I almost feel like it has to be concrete. Like a concrete or a wood. I do like how we're actually getting this started. do like how it's turning out so far. I don't know how I want to do this roof. Like what block specifically I want to do. Because maybe I do concrete. How does that look? It's either that or like spruce wood, and I know we're getting low on that, so I don't want to. Maybe oak, but I feel like spruce has that more luxurious feel, if that makes any sense whatsoever. I gotta do like the concrete now that I put that up there. You know what? Just to be fair in this, let me see what the spruce wood looks up like at the top. Okay. I feel like it's a little too brown, so I feel like I do need to do it like that, but then I have to have the lights in the roof. Um, yeah. Not necessarily fully opposed of the spruce in the ceiling, but I just feel like it's just too brown for what... Or maybe, just maybe, maybe that'll be the best of both worlds. I just had an idea. So, excuse me a moment while I missed one somewhere. I'll have to go back and grab it. You guys thinking what I'm thinking? Oh, I didn't even pick it up. There we go. I feel like that's a little bit too pink. It's not the worst. It really isn't. I think I have to go with that. But that's not terrible. Okay. I think we know what we need to do. All right, so let's get the rest of this. Wait, concrete. I'm definitely going to need a little bit more than that. Let me get some bones in here. I don't know why I try to do that in there. There we go. I am going to have to just do it like this. I'm probably going to need a few more than what I currently have, but I just wanted to get a good start. I didn't want to make too terribly many, even though I know at some point I'll need even more. I do like how clean the concrete gets. Like, back in the day, we used to have to use wool, and wool was cool, but yeah, the texture of it just didn't really fit with very many builds, at least in my opinion. Perhaps people like more texture than they do me. I don't know. But Alrighty, Rudy Tooty. Hmm. I think this is where. Actually, no, let me go ahead and top this. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. Guys, I think I am going to go ahead and finish this one up here. I think this is a good stopping point. This is exactly what I wanted to do. Actually, it turned out pretty well. We'll have to get some lighting in here so we're not, out facing a dark spot. But yeah, we'll focus on that in the next, well, possibly the next episode. It'll ultimately depend on what I want to do, whether it be gather for withers, whether it be go mining, continue on this area, start at the other area. I'm sorry, excuse me. Or finish another unfinished project around here. So I hope you guys did enjoy, and we'll catch you all in the next video. Peace out, everyone. Stay safe.